Hi everyone, my name is Rafiat and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of stopping by, you're welcome, and if you're an old subscriber, you're also welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you something really interesting. I'm going to be showing you how to make liquid soap in the comfort of your home. And the great thing about this soap is that you can use it to do a lot. And what I mean by that is that this soap is multi-purpose, meaning that you can use it to wash your countertops, you can use it to wash clothes, your car, to mop the floor, and a whole lot. And of course, the first task would be to find a place to get these chemicals, and it's pretty easy. The secret is simply to ask questions. Just ask, where can I get chemicals? And this was my first time patronizing this vendor, and all I did was to ask questions. Where can I get chemicals? And they directed me. So if I could do this the first time, it means you can do it. So just ask questions. So when you get there, simply tell them that you want ingredients for soap making. Luckily, the ingredients are standard. So it's going to make the whole process very easy. Tell them the quantity of soap you want to make and they're going to give you the ingredients. I'm making 20 liters and I told them and they gave me the ingredients. And one lovely thing is that they number the ingredients for you, which is simply the sequence you're going to add the ingredients into the water when making the soap. This is the first one and it's called Nitrosol. It's a thickener and it looks like powdered milk and it's whitish in color. So once you add it in water, it dissolves very fast. These two go together, and this is soda ash, which has high level of alkalinity and surfactant qualities, which makes it very good in removing stains. It has coarse grains and it also serves to regulate the concentration of this second one, which is caustic soda. Caustic soda is a whitish crystalline substance that looks like granulated sugar. It helps the lather of soap to form very well through a process known as saponification. But don't worry, we are not going to go into all that chemistry. This is Stpp, sodium tripolyphosphate, and it's a strong cleaning agent that can help get rid of any stain, and it also helps surfactants like the caustic soda we mentioned earlier. It helps them work to their full potential. This is Texapon and it's a foaming agent and it serves as a foam booster. It has a pasty jelly-like look, and the Texapon and SLS perform nearly the same function, and this is the SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate. I couldn't get a video, but of course you're going to see it when you are making the soap. This is popularly called foam booster and it's important in soap making. Like the name goes, it's going to help foam to form perfectly in the soap. And this is sulfonic acid, another very important ingredient in making soap. It's important to break down the surface tension between water and dirt, grease, oil, and everything like that, leaving a thoroughly cleaned surface. And this is color. You can use absolutely any kind of color. They have a wide range of color that you can choose from. So I chose this color because I wanted something orange like. And this is the fragrance. Again, you can choose absolutely any fragrance that you want to use. I went with lemon. So since we are working with chemicals, we are talking about raw chemicals here. It's very important to protect yourself using nose mask and of course hand gloves. Please, anytime you're making soap, anytime you're using chemicals, make sure you are thoroughly protected because some of these chemicals, when they come in contact with the skin, they are going to cause wound abrasions and all that. And I'm going to be using a big bucket for this. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be making 20 liters of liquid soap, and this is the bucket I'm going to be using. Make sure you're using a good plastic bucket, and I'm going to be using a stick to turn, preferably wooden stick. Okay, so the first thing to do of course will be to fill up the bucket using clean water. So like I said, I'm using 20 liters of water to do this. So if you're making more quantity of soap than I did in this video, just double the ingredients, double the water, and you're good to go. So the first thing to do is to take out about 4 liters out of the 20 liters and set aside. We're going to be working with the big buckets, the remaining 16 liters first. And like I said, the ingredients I listed before, the sequence I listed them is the sequence you're going to add them into the water. So the first ingredient that goes in is the nitrosol, and luckily it dissolves very fast. It doesn't need so much mixing, but even at that, make sure you stir continuously. One trick with making liquid soap is that you have to make sure that all the ingredients are perfectly dissolved. You don't want a situation whereby you're done making the soap and you're still seeing clumps of chemicals. Trust me, you don't want that. And please, preferably when you're making your own soap, use a wooden turning stick or a wooden spatula to do this. This is because it's going to give a better grip, and in addition to that, it hardly reacts to this chemical. So yes, I strongly recommend that you use a wooden spatula to turn this. And after stirring this for a few seconds, making sure that all the nitrosol that we added has been dissolved. Of course, we are going to add the remaining ingredients, the number two ingredients. There are two of them, like I mentioned earlier. The caustic soda and the soda ash, they go together, but I'm adding the soda ash first. Dissolve the soda ash completely before going in with the second ingredient, which is the caustic soda. And make sure you stir in between. So once you add the soda ash, stir, add the caustic soda, and continue stirring. And please, if at this point you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell, leave me a comment, and share this video so that more people can benefit from this video. So stir this continuously to make sure that the chemicals and everything we've been adding dissolves completely. And we are back to the 4 liters that I set aside earlier. I'm going to be adding sodium tripolyphosphate, which is the Stpp. And following that, I'm going to add the SLS, the one I talked about earlier that I didn't get a video. So this is how it looks, and it looks like pebbles. And following that, I'm going to add Texapon, which is the foaming agent that has this jelly-like consistency. And this particular stage is one very important stage in the process of soap making. This is simply because the STPP and the SLS, they are not easy to dissolve, and you have to stir continuously in order for them to dissolve. As you can see, as I'm stirring, you can still see the pebbles. So you have to be patient in this particular stage. So stir this continuously, and at this stage, you're going to see that foam will begin to form. As you can see on the surface, the foam has started coming up, has started forming, and this is as a result of the Texapon that we added, as well as the SLS that has nearly the same function as the Texapon. So they are very good foaming agents and cleansing agents. So now I'm just going to be adding another foam booster, that the one I told you about that you saw earlier. I'm just going to squeeze this in into the mixture and continue stirring. One lovely thing is that once you're patient in this soap making procedure, it is a very lovely thing that you can do at home, and it's going to last several months. You can use the soap to wash plates, you can use it to wash your countertop, you can use it to wash your clothes, to mop, to wash the car, to wash the rug, a whole lot. So using these basic ingredients that I got, all of them for 4,500 naira, only 4,500. And the amount of soap you're going to get from this procedure, you're going to be mind blown. You can use this for several months. You can even give some of it out and you still have a lot left. So now we're going to combine the two containers, the one from the 16 liters and then the one from the 4 liters. And I like doing this step by step. I don't like combining all at once. This is because I want everything to be perfectly dissolved. I want you to note that throughout this process of making the soap, I wore my gloves and I was also wearing my nose mask. Don't take them off, because at this stage, the chemicals are in their active state. So you don't want to inhale them. You don't want them to touch your skin, because that could cause problems that you don't want. Okay, so make sure that you're protected. When buying the ingredients, don't forget to get your nose mask and of course your hand gloves. And finally, we are going to be adding the sulfonic acid. Yes, this is the ingredient that is another very important ingredient that is very important in cleaning. It's a very good cleaning agent, and it's going to help create a good surface tension to help the cleaning process. And finally, I'm going to add the fragrance. I chose lemon fragrance. You can choose absolutely any one you want when you're buying. And of course, the color. You can leave it plain. You can use red, yellow, blue, any color of your choice. I wanted something orange, light orange, something really pretty. So I went with orange color. So we're going to mix this thoroughly. And that's it. It's very easy to make. Liquid soap is so easy to make, and it's very rewarding. One important thing is that make sure you set this mixture aside for at least 48 hours before you can use, okay? And after you've set that aside, that's when you can start touching the soap with your bare hands. So I'm just going to keep this in a warm place for 48 hours. And after 48 hours, this is what we have. And as you can see, all the ingredients are perfectly dissolved. All the foam on top has settled in, and this is what we have. So you can go ahead and store this anyhow you want to, but I wanted to give some out and I wanted to put them in small containers like this. So all I did was to pass through a funnel in the different containers. So these containers are good for storing liquid ingredients. So that's why I chose them. And this is what we have. We got 24 pieces. And in addition to that, no, that's not all. We made 20 liters. So I also stored the remaining in this 10 liters container. So much liquid soap using just 4,500 in the comfort of your home. Trust me, the process of making liquid soap is rewarding. So now, the moment of truth, let's try out our liquid soap. And as you can see, it forms very well. It's just perfect and it smells really nice. Very mild fragrance that is not too much, it's not overwhelming at all. So don't forget, I'm going to put all the details in the box below, all the measurements of everything I used. And you can use this liquid soap for your plates, you can use it to wash your hands, you can use it to wash clothes, for your cars, absolutely anything you want to use it for. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to share this video, drop a comment, like this video, and all the good stuff. And go to my channel, I have a lot of videos for you. Bye.